Hello and welcome. My name is Alan and this is more Know Your Members of Congress for the 119th Congress. This was meant to be Thursday's video, but we're doing it now. Today we are looking at Representative Carlos Gimenez, who is the representative for the 28th District of Florida, which is the very bottom tip end of Florida. He is a Republican, and before he took office, he was preceded in office by Debbie Mucarsel-Powell. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at who Carlos Gimenez is as an individual. He was born in Havana, Cuba on January 17, 1954. Graduated from Christopher Columbus High School in Miami, Florida in 1972. Earned a BPA from Barry University in Miami Shores, Florida in 1999. Attended Harvard University in Cambridge, Massachusetts in 1993. Has been a firefighter, chief of the Miami, Florida Fire Rescue Department, 1991 to 2000, city manager of Miami, Florida, 2000 to 2003, commissioner of the Miami-Dade, Florida, 2005 to 2011, mayor of Miami-Dade County, Florida, 2011 to 2020, before being elected as a Republican to the 117th and two following Congresses. So he is in term 3. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees he is on. He is on the Committee on Armed Services, of which he is on the Subcommittee on Readiness and the Subcommittee on Tactical Air and Land Forces. He is on the Committee on Homeland Security, of which he is on the Subcommittee on Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Protection and the Subcommittee on Transportation and Maritime Security, of which he is chairman. And he's on the Select Committee on the Strategic Competition between the United States and the Chinese Communist Party. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 individual donors and contributors over this last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have Starkey Hearing Technologies. They are a privately owned company based in Eden Prairie, Minnesota that makes hearing aids and is one of the largest hearing aid manufacturers in the world. And as of November 2024, reported that it employed over 5,000 people across 29 facilities and operated in more than 100 markets worldwide, and is the only American-owned global hearing aid manufacturer. It was founded in 1967. Altogether, it has donated $26,400, and once again, that's Starkey Hearing Technologies. Next, at number 2, we have AEG Fuels, and They provide aviation fuel and related services to commercial air carriers, general aviation, and government aircraft, seemingly headquartered out of Miami, Florida. Let's see. They have apparently a worldwide agent network. But yeah, AEG Fuels. And altogether, they have donated $25,400. And we have, once again, that's AEG Fuels. Next, at number 3, we have APAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. It is a pro-Israel lobbying group that advocates its policies to the legislative and executive branches of the United States, and is one of several pro-Israel lobbying organizations in the United States, and has often been called one of its most influential lobbying groups. As of 2025, AIPAC says it has more than 5 million members in the U.S. It was founded in 1954 by lobbyists for the Israeli government, partly to counter international criticism of Israel's Kibbutz massacre of Palestinian villagers that year, and became a powerful organization in the 1980s. In 2002, it expressed intent to lobby Congress to authorize use of force in Iraq, defending at AIPAC against the Iraq War in 2003. In 2005, a Pentagon analyst pled guilty to espionage charges of passing U.S. government secrets to senior AIPAC officials in what became known as the AIPAC espionage scandal. It proclaims itself bipartisan because it donates to both left and right, but mainly it's bribery. It's not donations, bipartisanism, or anything like that. It's a corrupt, horrible, vile, despicable entity, organization. And it should be freaking banned. Altogether, it has donated $24,850. And once again, that's AIPAC. Next, at number 4, we have DP Real Estate Holdings. Headquartered in the U.S., line of business includes holding or owning securities of companies other than banks. I don't know if this is necessarily the same group, but Hawkins Commercial Realty, it has a lot of information on DP Real Estate Holdings. Says it's an information page only though, so with properties all throughout Miami, Florida. But yeah. Anyway, as I said, altogether, they have donated $23,200, and once again, that's DP Real Estate Holdings. Finally, in 5th, we have Univista Insurance, and they are an insurance company that provides vehicle, home, commercial, health insurance. Seem to be headquartered in Miami, Florida. Yeah. Altogether, they have donated $23,000. And once again, that's Univista Insurance. Now, let's go ahead and look at the top 5 industry donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have real estate, who altogether have donated $155,368. Next at number 2 is securities and investment, who altogether have donated $87,281. Next at number 3 is retired, who altogether have donated $85,938. Next at number 4 is air transport, who altogether have donated $76,401. And in 5th is pro-Israel groups, who altogether have donated $66,225. Now, let's go back and look at these donors at a glance. Starkey Hearing Technologies? Fine. I mean, not really many qualms. Let's just make it fine, okay. Not really any qualms with something like hearing technologies. AEG Fuels. I don't know enough about them, honestly. Not big on fuel providers in the first place, but still. American Israel Public Affairs Committee, APAC. Boo! Suck. DP Real Estate Holdings, ooh. Univista Insurance, ooh. Industry-wise, real estate, ooh. Securities and investment, boo. Suck. Retired, great. Absolutely wonderful. Air transport, okay, fine. Pro-Israel groups, boo. Suck. Not the worst. Not the best. Still a kind of sucky group, but there's a few in there you can actually show some, say, okay, retired, best by far on the list. Air transport, definitely something needed, useful. Hearing technologies, nothing to really have qualms about. Yeah. It's not mid-grade, but it's not a suck ass. We'll just go with But if I can get my mouse to work, we'll say that this has been a look at Representative Carlos Gimenez, who represents the 28th District of Florida. And as always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. And it's got to be at least somewhat credible sources or something that provides true information, not just a blog post or some uncredited theory, some BS, as I know many are wont to do. But thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.